Hello everyone, welcome to episode 8 of Flashback Royal Rumble. This time we will be reviewing the 1995 Royal Rumble event. Overall it wasn't really the best. I've definitely seen better Rumble events. I think one of the things that made the Rumble match not exactly the best was the Rumble match itself. As for I thought this wasn't exactly their best. I think it's because this year the interval time was 60 seconds instead of the normal 90 to 2 minutes. And that kind of made the match. It actually went on to become, I believe, the second shortest Rumble match in history, going on, I believe, 39-40 minutes. And also taking into part that most of the competitors in the Rumble match, you can obviously tell that they didn't really have any chance of winning the Rumble and going on to main event WrestleMania. It seems that the sole purpose of this Rumble match was to put over Shawn Michaels, as he entered the #1 entrant, and went on to become the very first WWF wrestler to enter #1 and enter the Last Man Standing. Not only that, but entrant number 2, the British Bulldog, also went the distance and became the last two standing. Of course, this was the infamous Shawn Michaels having one foot on the floor and thus causing him to stay in the match and eliminating the Bulldog, and thus going on to WrestleMania 11 to challenge the WWF champion. Also at this event was the WWF Championship match between Diesel and Bret Hart. This would be, I believe, the second of 5 matches between these two guys throughout '94 or '96. Overall, these guys have always had pretty great matches. I mean, Bret Hart can handle his end into making Diesel look good, and this definitely proved it, as Bret Hart did a great job carrying Diesel, and Diesel doing his part playing the big guy in this matchup. Of course, it ended in a no contest, which I wasn't really a fan of. I guess they had their reasons, but honestly, in my opinion, I really thought they were going to have a clear-cut winner, but thanks to the interferences of Owen Hart, Bob Backlund, Shawn Michaels, and Jeff Jarrett and the Roadie, that didn't happen. All those guys interfered and ended up being a no contest, but it happened, and we'll move on. The show kicked off with the Intercontinental title on the line between Jeff Jarrett and Razor Ramon. This was the pay-per-view where Jeff Jarrett finally became the Intercontinental Champion. Now, Jeff Jarrett was pretty good, I'll admit. I mean, I know some have always had some negative thoughts when it comes to Jeff Jarrett, but I thought he played his role to a T. I mean, his role being a heel, and he was great at getting heat. And of course, everyone wanted him to get his ass kicked by Scott Hall. But of course, that didn't happen, and he walked out the Intercontinental Champion. And it got the show kicked off to a really good start. And also, a thing to mention here was the Tag Team Championship match between Bob Holly and the 1-2-3 Kid, taking on Tatanka and Bam Bam Bigelow. Now, the match itself was, to me, was pretty underrated, as I thought these 4 guys put on one hell of a match, and of course, Bob Holly and the 1-2-3 Kid walked out the champions. But what I'm pretty sure that people remember most about this match was what happened after the match was over. See, after the match was over, Lawrence Taylor, who was a guest by Diesel at this event, showed up and started laughing at Bam Bam. Well, Bam Bam, taking offense to that, just shoved LT to the floor, and boom, that caused the main event for WrestleMania 11, which would be LT and Bam Bam Bigelow. Now, okay, overall, this was not the best Rumble I've ever seen. I've definitely seen better, just to clarify. And of course, the winner would have Pamela Anderson escorted to the main event of WrestleMania. Honestly, I didn't really see the point of having Pamela Anderson be the escort, but that's just me, and I'll go ahead and end it here. Thank you for watching. Feel free to leave a comment. Feel free to subscribe to my channel, and you can follow me on Twitter at JJMWWE89. And until we meet again, take care, y'all.